This was my first time watching Terrifier, and I have to say, I have been more Terrifier-d. But, let's be honest, this film knows what it is and what it's trying to do, and I think it's very effective at those things. Tara from Scream 5 and 6 would not consider this one elevated horror. It's not a metaphor, there's no underlying message about society. It's an independent horror film showing off some solid practical effects and the character of a serial killer clown. The character of Art the Clown having already been conceived and made appearances in other short films by the writer and director of Terrifier, Damien Leone. It's a simple and straightforward cat and mouse game where the cat is a homicidal mime who is apparently immortal, and the mice are a bunch of women partygoers, one of their sisters, and a guy who is nowhere near retirement in pest control. What's unique about this movie is the character of Art the Clown, and I think it was brilliant to make him a mime and be silent throughout his misdeed. It also gives a great reason for Art's color scheme to be black and white. This makes the red of blood really stand out. I mean, what's white and black and red all over? Art the Clown at various points in this film. Art's silence and really good physical acting work throughout the film really make the character, well, terrifying. He appears to be having the time of his life, and there doesn't seem to be some grand purpose behind what he's doing, other than it's just what he likes to do. Even Pennywise the Dancing Clown wasn't doing it just for the laughs. It, from Stephen King's It, needed to feed. It feeds on people filled with fear, so it likes to sprinkle fear onto its victims, and the clown is just a useful guise for that. Art doesn't care about all that. He's beyond it, right? He just likes to be freaky. He likes taking the heads of his victims and turning them into jack-o'-lanterns. Why are we making it weird? My biggest gripe really is that the victims of Art are pretty flat, pretty one-dimensional, and to me that lands squarely on the fault of the writer in the sense that that's just not what he was concerned with. He didn't care about making these dimensional characters. He wanted to make a film showing off this really freaky clown character he had made and how he could make fun, amazing horror that was very focused on gore. Now, I may like horror, I might even like a lot of films that have gore in them, but I would not say I am a gore fan. It's really probably one of the parts that gives me the most visceral reaction, and I tend to kind of squeal and wave my arms and close my eyes when this stuff gets really nasty, and there's a few moments in this film where that's the case. But I do like watching movies, and I do like imagining or asking myself, well, how did they make that look like that? That is the fun of special effects, especially practical ones in film. Beyond that, even though I don't always like gore, in fact, most often I do not enjoy that experience, I can appreciate creative uses of gore, and there was a moment in this film that, well, I don't like, but it was creative. I'll give it that. Given that I'm going to watch the sequel next, I'm excited to see if they decide to flesh out Art more, or give us some more fleshed out victims instead. To join me in 31 Days of Horror, the list of movies is in my pinned videos. And if you're looking this Halloween for someone to terrify you, don't call Art. Not only would it be a bad idea, a bad time all around, he's a mime. He can't even answer the phone.